All right. Encarnacion on the mound. Arellano at the plate. Bottom of the first. Nothing. And Arellano goes down on strikes.
Next we have our nightly news reporter, Christian Fulp.
Yeah, Christian, also one of the pitchers on the squad. Knights have had a rough go of it thus far, starting off 1-5. They do have some home games coming up. They have been on the road all season. Hopefully, if they have a little bit more opportunity at home here, they will find their winning ways.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how these two teams match up today. Scotland Prep was at the college today. They had lunch with our team, and then they went around for a visit.
There we go. Right at the third baseman. Fulp with a heck of a shot, but gobbled up out in the field.
With the L5. And this has been an interesting player this year. First-year player for us, Connor Graham.
Yeah, he's definitely a Twitter warrior.
Yeah.
We constantly see his tweets everywhere if you follow Central Penn College or the Central Penn Knights Twitter account. But hey, we're happy to have him on the squad. An excellent three-hitter.
Hey, we're happy with the men's soccer team, too, recently.
Absolutely. Men's soccer won the indoor championship. We're very proud of them. Hope to be calling some soccer matches this year. You got to be careful calling them soccer games.
Oh, the ball boy has to run a good distance for that.
I just hope my car doesn't get hit by a foul. Brian Christiana, Paul Miller here for you. It's a frigid afternoon on a Friday. Meanwhile, it was 70 degrees yesterday. Today, 36.
Yeah. Oh.
But happy to be here for the home opener for the Central Penn Knights here in the net in Palmyra.
Same location, different field.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice field. Inside. Hit the backstop there.
Our statistician over here got a little scared there for a minute.
It's almost like when you're, in the
And the bat comes out.
Bottom of the first. It's a 0-0 ball game.
We have a full count, Miller.
It's interesting to see Connor's, hopefully he's going to be guarding the plate here with 2 strikes. This also would be with 2 down here. Oh, and he rings him up. Got him looking there, Brian.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that, Miller. It was a good pitch, but I thought it was a little outside. So up next for Scotland Prep, we're going to have Spinelli, Frazier, and Sunquit. The left fielder, the second baseman, and the catcher. And Miller, tell us a little bit going on at Central Penn College.
Well, there's quite a great deal. Obviously, the Nightly News out here calling this game. The Nightly News Media Club at Central Penn College is looking for new members. Members have the opportunity to get hands-on experiences writing for our student publication, the Nightly News, being part of the Nightly News podcast, approaching its 90th episode, Brian, and being part of our sports live stream broadcast. Stop by our booth at the Club Fair April 10th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or email myself, Professor Miller, at paulmiller@centralpenn.edu.
It's amazing how we've come a long way with the Nightly News Media Club.
Well, and certainly, Brian, you are to thank for that. You've certainly taken the lead here for a lot of the things that we've been doing, a lot of the initiatives we've been up to.
Oh yeah, and I mean I want to thank my officers for that. They do a really good job. I mean Dylan and Andrew Day. I mean we have some good people stepping up. Tyler Coleman and Parker Rose. They've been really helping us progress and get better.
All thanks to your leadership, Brian. So we're going to go to the top of the second inning. 1-1. Spinelli will be up. Frazier on deck.
He's wearing number 60 today.
Where do you get the idea for how you pick your numbers? I mean, is it just random?
A lot of the times it seems that way, that the uniforms are just in the closet and you just pick whatever's there. I mean, our school, Central Penn, just got new uniforms last season, I believe, and they got to pick their numbers. I know that. I mean, these uniforms we have today are very nice.
Quite an eclectic team here for Scotland Prep from all over the globe. Australia, Mexico, South Korea, Japan, Dominican Republic, and of course from the U.S. And Q, right to work. Quinton Heckard on the mound. Mows him down.
All right, Miller, we got number 13. Sean Frazier. Utility player. He's from Australia.
He is. The Prep Academy is very interesting. I was reading a little bit about it preparing for the game today, and it's interesting that they do have several who are listed as it's still in technically high school. And what this prep school does is they kind of market themselves as that you wouldn't use a year of NCAA eligibility, Brian.
That's pretty cool. I mean, you get more experience against college and older players.
Yeah, so I'd be interested on how somebody ends up at a place like Scotland Prep.
And he's down.
And Q is going right to work here. He's probably wants to get indoors. He probably just says, "Hey, let's just throw strikes and let's get out of here." One thing I hated when I played baseball, Brian, was always how the bat felt on a cold day. He definitely gets a sting here.
Dylan Sundquist is up, Miller. He's from Illinois.
Came a long way to join us here
Swansea,
today.
Illinois.
Certainly hoped for a nicer day for opening day, but on the bright side, Brian, we are playing baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty positive everyone here would agree with me that MLB had a great opening day when it came to weather this year.
Both of them, even yesterday. If you'd watch the Nats opening day, was gorgeous.
The Senators had their first game yesterday.
And it couldn't have been nicer yesterday. Hello. It's got a shot foul, and that's going to be out of play.
All right by our photographer, Mr. Day.
Yeah, happy to have a sort of a nightly news photographer. We haven't had a designated photographer for quite some time.
It's been a year at this time.
Who would have been the last one?
Oh,
Cy?
For sports, yeah. For regular events, it would have been Cy Quinton. Yeah.
And he's doing excellent. Those nightly news fans out there checking out this game. Another one out of play.
I was close, Miller, to your car.
I'm
only messing with you.
I looked at the angle of the net there. I think I'm in pretty good shape, honestly.
Back to the pitcher.
Top two. Nice recovery by Heckard. What an inning.
And he's out.
2 straight strikeouts, and then cleans up. He did boot the ball, but came right back with it. Q, scoreless thus far. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. It is Central Penn 0, Scotland Prep 0. Do you have young children? How does a free movie and free popcorn sound? Pretty good, right? Central Penn's Family Flicks film series shows recent kid-friendly films every third Saturday of the month in the Capitol Blue Cross Theater. The next film is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Saturday, April 20th from 2 to 4 p.m. The event is free and open to the public. I think that's something that was really cool that we are doing at Central Penn College doing these Family Flicks series.
They just had Wreck-It Ralph. That was a new movie that just came out recently. So it's good. Yeah, Adrian Feldman and all the people in the underground and the theater, they're doing a really good job.
Bottom of the second here.
We're going to have Chris Rosario, Jared Rivera, and the returning Chris Kiefer.
In the net, Paul Myra. Opening day here for the Central Penn Knights. The home opener, of course. Knights starting slow this year, start off 1-5, but did play some stiff competition and have not played a home game yet.
This year, Miller, Rosario's coming in with a batting average of .368.
Yeah, he's gotten off to a great start. 2 home runs already on the season for Rosario.
You saw the article on, or the post on Twitter the school had up where it showed Chris Rosario, Connor Graham, and Jared Rivera each had home runs.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, again, we're happy that we did get off the schneid, if you will, with the win at Williamson trade earlier this week, that we got our first victory.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to we've improved that record. So we're at 2-6 right now. We have a good amount of games coming up, so it's looking like a real positive. Arnasio coming with the heat.
Big cut from Rosario. He reached for that one all the way over to third on a rough day. That's going to be a tough play. But pulled off there by Scotland Prep.
Now we have Jared Rivera, a sophomore from Wilmington, Delaware.
I was just out by Wilmington today. Beautiful place.
I've never been to Delaware.
Really?
Well, I mean, passing through for the beach, but I've never actually stayed there. And that was a nice curveball that Encarnacion just threw there.
And they call a strike there.
Wow.
So Rivera already finds himself in a hole here, 0-2. A little low.
It seems like also the trend, when you were talking about uniforms earlier, 99 seems to be a number that's on the rise. With Aaron Judge for the Yankees, and you're seeing high school players and a lot of younger players in Little League taking 99 now.
A little bit inside. Rivera stays alive there.
That had to hurt the hands,
too. Yeah. Bottom 2, 0-0. Central Penn, Scotland Prep. And the big cut. Down he goes. This is a pitcher's duel here.
And now we have Chris Kiefer. Kiefer, a familiar face. I mean, he took last season off, but then he came back. He's also a local kid. He's from Redland.
Good pitch there. It's no 1 count early on. A little low there to Kiefer.
And that's strike 3, Miller.
I'll tell you what a pitcher's duel here.
2 strikeouts and a grounder to the third base for Central Penn.
And that was the heart of our order there. All right, Brian, something you might be interested in. The Career Services Annual Business Partner of the Year breakfast will be held from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, June 4th in the Central Penn College Conference Center. This is a great way to network as a student, alumni, faculty, or staff, or any representative of the college is welcome to join. We will also be featuring the Interns of the Year, something that Mr. Hassinger said had talked to me about, and something new they're trying this year.
And what will that include?
They've reached out to some of the different departments and asked them if there were any graduating students for this year that were qualified over the last calendar year to be Interns of the Year. Something really cool. But this will be a 2-hour buffet breakfast with a full agenda and a town hall meeting where attendees get to learn from one another. You'll have an opportunity to express your opinion on a wide variety of topics, or simply sit back and listen to what others have had to say. Look for further announcements and registration information as the date approaches, but in the meantime, you can always reach out to Career Services at centralpenn.edu if you have any questions about the Business Partner of the Year breakfast.
So up to bat, we're going to have Nunez, and then the top of the order of Shivers and Hernandez.
Heckard looked dynamite last inning. We're moving here to the top of the third.
We have Arturo Nunez, and he is from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
I'm sure he's not used to this weather. Little low there from Heckard. Strike. 1-1 count. Batter calls time.
Major League Baseball's been exciting now to start the year, Miller. We've had some...
A lot of injuries.
Yeah. I mean, the Yankees are suffering with that.
And they just put Tulowitzki on the DL this week, so they've got, I believe, something like 11 players on the disabled list this year thus far.
Didi Gregorius, Andujar's on there.
Yeah, but they knew Gregorius was going to be on there. Foul tip there. My Cubs are not looking too hot. Their bullpen is terrible. I think that we could probably call Q up there, and he could probably pitch for the Cubs bullpen at this point.
Where's old Henry? The Rookie of the Year.
What a pitch. Floated it in there. Another strikeout for Quinton. That's his 4th K on the afternoon, and we are only through, what, 8 batters?
Yeah. That was we're at the top of the lineup.
So 9 batters, 4 Ks. Pretty impressive.
Shivers.
The irony of the name here, Brian.
Bernard Shivers, yep. Goes down the bunt.
Very similar play to how Trey Turner just broke his finger, and he's going to be out for a month at least. Although with a broken finger, you'd think it'd take longer than a month, especially for a shortstop.
And for a guy that's constantly sliding and all that.
Yeah.
Trey Turner is a good ball player for the Nationals. His presence will be missed. Because they also have Michael Taylor down in Harrisburg.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Shivers went down looking last time.
Fouls it off and stays alive.
There's a lot of new faces on this team this year, though, Miller, otherwise.
Well, Quinton Heckard, Christian Fulp, Jared Rivera, Chris Rosario, they were the you know, some of the leaders of the team last year, and it's nice to have them back. I'm interested to see how this sort of reminiscent of last season gotten off to a slow start. But if you remember, Brian, they turned it around, winning something like 10 of 13 there in the middle of the season. So let's just hope that maybe they just had a few tough games, and maybe once the weather warms up a little bit, they'll warm it up.
He is down swinging again.
Quinton is absolutely on fire today. That's strikeout number 5 here in just the 3rd inning.
Now we have up to bat for Scotland Prep, Ruben Hernandez. Take a guess, Miller.
I'm not even going to wager a guess.
Dominican Republic again.
I think it's. I wonder how a small prep school in southern Pennsylvania would be able to recruit people from all over the globe. I think that's pretty interesting and indicative of the program.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got international guys of that, you know, consequence coming to the school, that's got to say a lot for the program.
Yeah.
What a pitch.
Another strikeout.
On fire here.
And
he strikes out the side. So that's now 6 strikeouts here.
Yep, and we're going to have Michael Pico, Peyton Paletti, and Quinton Heckard up.
Let's see if Quinton can help his own cause here. Pretty incredible outing for Heckard thus far.
All right, Miller, don't forget that the Office of Student Life and the Office of Equity and Multicultural Affairs offers a weekly opportunity for students to have open dialogue about the hot topics of the day. Word Wednesday is held weekly in the Cultural Diversity Center from 12:30 to 1 p.m. Snacks will be provided for participants, and all are welcome.
You know, it's interesting, Brian. I actually talked to Adrian about this particular program. They are going to continue doing Word Wednesday. In fact, for Sexual Assault Awareness Week, they're going to do a special one on the word consent. So look for that during week 2. Word Wednesday doesn't happen week 1 because of Club Fair, but week 2, make sure to plan to be over to Word Wednesday.
And it's crazy because remember last year during that week, Megan Peterson came and spoke to our fans during the game. It's already been a year.
It's unbelievable. Happy to be here for the home opener for the Knights, taking on Scotland Prep. We've had some poor weather thus far this season. Sounds like you know, the exact same thing we talked about last year, but yeah. I guess that's just the nature of April baseball.
We're still looking, Central Penn's still looking for their first hit.
Definitely a pitcher's duel thus far.
Now we have Michael Pico to bat.
And he fortunately missed the ump there. That wouldn't have been good.
That is a pretty cool addition that we have this year, is we have a new little score ticker on the bottom for our fans to see.
It's actually insanely easy to use,
yeah.
So we're looking forward to toying around with it. Maybe you'll see some new features that we have in upcoming games. Bottom 3 here in the net in Palmyra for a frigid home opener. 36 degrees last I heard, and we're on the borderline of freezing rain here, sir. Just shows you how much of troopers our student athletes are to be a part of this broadcast and to be a part of this game today. High heat. Strike 2.
Michael's playing right field today for the Knights. He's wearing number 13.
Checked his swing and actually did check his swing there. Even on the appeal,
Yeah.
no good.
That was the right
So
call.
it brings it full. Encarnacion dealing, Heckard dealing. Only one hit in the ball game. Only one base runner in the ball game. And he walked him, and that's the second base runner. Maybe this can get something started here. Peyton Paletti coming up next.
This kid's come a long way, Peyton Paletti. Kid from Higgins. So not a far ride. I've known this kid for a long time, and he's dedicated. He works hard. He's just an all-around good kid.
Bunt just foul. But I don't mind that call there. Nobody out, put somebody in scoring position.
Playing some National League baseball.
Hey, I mean, on a day like today with the pitchers dealing, you got to do whatever you got to do to get somebody across the plate. Definitely some animated teams out here today, that's for sure. And to throw back the first.
Michael Pico's taking a good lead over there. Might be the only time I ever heard where the visiting team does a pickoff and there's no booze. Wait. Wait. There's a calls for time. I think he called the ball.
Interesting call there. But they allow it. And we got first and second. Nice knock there from Peyton. Brings us back to the bottom of the
Quinton
order.
Heckard.
Let's see if Q can help his own cause. You know, Quinton has had a rough go of it at the plate thus far this season. And boy, would now be a great time for a hit.
Yeah, he's coming in with a 188 average. He has 3 hits and 16 at-bats.
Substitution.
Courtesy runner. Yeah, courtesy runner. It's Marquise Broxton.
Bottom 3, 0-0. Home opener, Central Penn. In the net, Palmyra.
We have
Got him picked off, but you know what? Poor play.
It worked out.
He could have probably had home there.
Michael Pico's on third now.
Nobody out. First and third. Quinton Heckard's still up to bat. What? I'm gonna use my.
And after the game, we'll have some photos up. We'll probably put those on Facebook and keep all our fans up to date.
He's going for the steal. And he got in there.
That was an interesting slide there.
Hey, it's not sliding dirt yet. This cold. So now we got 2 runners in scoring position.
No outs.
Just low.
Time is called, Miller.
Hey, don't forget, Brian, our spring OTA day is May 8th. This event is for prospective students who are interested in becoming occupational therapy assistants. Stay tuned for additional information or check out centralpenn.edu.
Here we go.
Brian, I know something coming up. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, the CPC film series coming up on April 26th.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
I'm very much looking
Dr. Professor Hunsberger.
Just recorded a podcast with Professor Hunsberger. Could be one of the best ever.
Huh.
Ball four,
Ball 4.
Loads the bases for Gabe Arellano. And this is a spot that we need Gabe to come up big.
coming in to run. We have Emmett Henslin.
And nobody out. Encarnacion was doing excellently. Now, loaded the bases. Pops it up on the infield. And the catch. One down. Christian Fulp up to bat. Bases loaded. Low there.
That pitch could have went either way.
Tough shot.
Uh-oh.
They do get a run across.
We do, yes. Michael Pito comes in. It's a fielder's choice. Now we have Connor Graham, the Twitter warrior. Pick off.
They're running. They just let him go to second. Now back to second and third. It's 1-0 Central Penn.
Yeah.
The first run scored at home this season.
And at the rate Q might be gone, that might
Be enough.
that might be enough. Connor Graham.
Foul.
That's some distance on it.
Stroke to center. That's going to get down. One run will score. Make it 2.
All right.
And that makes it 3-0.
Rotston and Fulp come home. That makes it 3-0. Now we have Chris Rosario.
And Rosario is potentially
He's a power threat.
There's no question about it. Potential MVP here for the Knights. Foul.
I looked over and the statistician got scared again.
It's natural reaction.
Yeah. And with the backstop, how short it is back here, the ball is literally right there, like right off the bat.
and Rosario. They run. That's high. Not in there.
He's safe. This is the 7th batter of the inning, Miller. The bats are coming alive.
3-0 here. Central Penn leads Scotland Prep. Big hack. Came up empty.
Come on, 2 strikes.
Almost had him picked off. They almost had, that's almost the second runner. They almost had the other gentleman picked off, but they booted the ball at second.
Now, Miller, I know that you all the professors keep busy, but what have you done over your break? Since we are currently in the break.
Just get ready for this.
Yeah.
And a foul keeps him alive.
Stay back on that. Stay back a little more.
Classes resume on Tuesday.
Monday for some.
Yeah, Monday for some. You're right.
What?
Towering fly.
He's running it. Oh,
And the catch will end the inning.
Yep.
But not before Central Penn.
Yeah.
3 runs this inning.
Yeah, that was a good inning for the Knights. We're going to go into the top of the 4th. It's the first time we're going to have some runs up on the scoreboard.
Absolutely.
Since we've had it. Miller, what other news do you have to share today?
All right, well, as I mentioned earlier, a little segue here, Brian. The Humanities Film Series has a special treat for you this spring, a rare showing of the 1920 silent film, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. The movie is considered to be one of the earliest and best horror films. But wait, there's more. A jazz trio will also be providing a live soundtrack. This is a one-of-a-kind experience, and it's absolutely free. See and hear The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari on Friday, April 26th at 6:30 in the Capitol Blue Cross Theater. Coming up on 1 year since I had the opportunity to be a part of the CPC film series with The Big Lebowski.
That time flies, man. It really has. I remember that because we just started getting live stream equipment going, and
yeah, that was one of the first things that we did. It'd be interesting to do that with this. I mean, the copyright's got to be up for the film.
yeah.
I wonder if that's something that we might be able to do. Who's leading off here this inning, Brian?
We have Cisnero, Young, and Sanders coming up for Scotland Prep. Cisnero had a walk before. So yeah, he's the DH today.
3-0. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Quinton Heckard struck out the side.
Yeah.
Has, what, 7 strikeouts? 7 of 9 batters struck out. So 6 strikeouts for Heckard through 3.
Uh-oh.
No strikeout there, but
Pop up.
pretty easy routine play. It's dropped by Rosario. Big play there.
Doesn't count as a hit against Heckard, but
E4.
now we have Young. Got a single last time.
Nice pitch there from Heckard. And let's see if he can battle around this. Dribbler to first. Get the sure out. Moves him up. 1 down. But a runner in scoring position here, Brian.
You can honestly say that was a productive at bat.
Well, sure.
Yeah, you got the runner in scoring position.
You
now.
can say whatever you like to say.
Yeah.
the runner's going. No throw there.
Jerry, what was that, a 3 unassisted, right?
I'll tell you what, this other team has to be one of the loudest dugouts I've ever heard.
Well, yeah, the one, they have a high amount of players, and two, they're just a very energetic team. I mean, they're just ready to play baseball. Strike there to Sanders. He's playing at third base today. That one actually scared me there. Pretty cool that we have our whole nightly news team here today.
Well, we're looking forward to a good season, Brian. We've got several games coming up, including a game doubleheader next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
The weather.
I mean, let's hope it's a little bit nicer. Snap throw back to third. He got him.
And he got him.
What a play. Nice play behind the dish for Paletti.
It looks like Scotland Prep's an appeal that.
Appeal, there's only 2 umpires. I think they're just going to get together and make sure they're making the right call.
I think he really did.
What a play. And that was huge.
That was
for
a
Heckard,
huge play.
especially because he got on base because of a routine pop-up. But in a day like this, I guess there isn't anything that's routine, Brian. Honestly, when the rain's coming down, the ball is the same color as the sky. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go wrong.
Yeah. Now we have 2 outs, so.
And no one on.
Yep.
A foul ball there.
We have Spinelli in on deck for Scotland Prep.
Another foul. He just can't quite get around.
And last time Sanders was up, he grounded into a double play.
And that did not look like it
he's
felt
looking
very good there.
Yeah, I'll say he's looking to turn around here and get on base. You know, Scotland Prep, if you look over in right field, Miller,
Another
it looks
foul.
like they have their own foul, I would say foul. They have the base coach and then a kid behind.
I'm not really sure what that's all about. And he walked him. Another base runner, but that's okay.
Spinelli's up now.
2 down. Top 4. Heckard pitching a gem so far. Certainly his best outing of the season.
That was a hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch. That's going to make 2 runners on. Interesting play there.
I was going to say, players saying it hit the bat, the umpire saying it hit him on the arm.
Well, and what's interesting about that is, Brian, it's the umpire's call.
I know.
I mean, even if the batter would argue the other
it's a free
direction.
base.
Yeah. Nice pitch there, and Heckard rebounds. Runners in motion. Big play here for Rosario, and he gets them with the putout. That's going to be the end of the top of the 4th inning.
Yep.
Heckard gets out of another jam, and thus far, it's 3-0.
And next, we are going to have Jared Rivera, Chris Kiefer, and Michael Pico.
Brian, did you know that for the 5th straight year, Central Penn College has earned the military-friendly school designation? Currently, Central Penn has 69 students who are either veterans or who are active in the military or National Guard. The Student Veterans of America Club is accepting new members. Students must be veterans or active military to join. For more information about the club, contact Student Success Coach Dan Garissi at 717-728-2367.
They've done a lot, the Armed Forces Association. They really have done a good job. And they recently had a cookout, and they're doing different volunteering opportunities for students. So kudos to them.
3-0 here, Brian. Bottom 4.
Yeah. We have our 5th batter, 6th, and 7th. So it's a good opportunity for us to get some more runs up on the board. And Jared is going to step in.
Rivera to the plate. Struck out his first time up.
Coach Stern is telling him to
Now that's a coach right there.
He is.
You're literally almost in the box, and he's giving you advice. Rivera, a big key to the Knights this year, Brian.
He is. His team, good coaching, good players.
Nice pitch there.
Yeah.
Encarnacion's, he's been up for this challenge too, Brian. Even though they're down 3-0, he certainly pitched a heck of a game, and it was really only last inning that got away from him.
Yeah.
And he looks like he settled down quite a bit. Welcome everybody to opening day, the home opener here for the Central Penn Knights. We're taking on Scotland Prep from Scotland, PA. Jared Rivera, a little nubber there, just gets it out. Good coverage there by Encarnacion covering first base.
Yeah. Now Chris Kiefer's going to come up into the box.
Kiefer struck out his first time as well.
Yeah.
Little high heat there. Looks like it's going to go just out of play.
Making the ball boy put him to work. He's even wearing a red blanket, so he kind of looks like a little Red Riding Hood over there.
Three nothing. Central Penn up. Bottom 4. Nice pitch there, but right through the hole. A big hit there. And the rain starts to fall just a little bit heavier. The steal is on, and he is in there.
The wheels were turning there.
I mean, it's tough to get going here. I mean, come on. But I like the aggressiveness on the base paths there, Brian. With the weather, it's got to be tough to get a good firm grip on that ball as the catcher. Got the umpire there.
Grass was turning. And he's all smiles over there. And he even said, "I'm good, buddy."
One down, runner on scoring position.
I'm down.
Pico to the plate. Another ball low. Central Penn up 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Brian Christiana and Paul Miller here joining you today. Nightly news, live stream. There's another tough shot. And another, oh, it looked like very close to missing the bag there, but they gave him the out. But the runner moves to third.
It's a second 3-1 in the inning. Now we have Peyton Paletti, the catcher, Miller. If you remember last time, he got on base on that weird play where it looked like the ump was going to call a ball.
I've never seen something quite like that before.
And then he ended up getting on base with a hit.
Big swing, comes up empty.
Ready in case Paletti gets on base for his utility.
I think that's interesting that they're doing that.
And Chris Kiefer just got home on that. Miller needs another run.
Having to try to keep the lens clean here for everybody. My efforts are fruitless though, because as soon as you do it, more rain comes.
Yeah. Score is now 4-0.
4-0. Central Penn, bottom four. Just foul. Does get something just out of play again. Central Penn Knights taking on Scotland Prep here. You know, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, Brian. Scotland Prep, very interesting how their program is structured. Really focused on to prepare guys for the college level for baseball.
Yeah.
And I would imagine even maybe some of the guys directly for the draft. This is going to be a really tough play. And caught in the net.
I didn't see the ball.
brings him up. And that'll be the end of the inning, but that's not without Central Penn scoring another run.
It's 4-0. We are going to have, up for Scotland Prep, we're going to have Sunquit, Nunez, and then top of the order with Shivers.
And we'll be right back.
Do you like that? I said you turn around. You doing all right there, Max? Yeah, we're doing good.
Hey everyone, it's Brian again. Now I'm here with Tyler Coleman, Nightly News reporter.
Glad to be here, Brian.
Yeah, Tyler, thanks again, man. Professor Miller had to step out for a few minutes. And now we're at the top with Quinton Heckard back on the mound. Tyler, what do you think of the game so far?
It's been pretty good. Hard to play in these elements, but I'll tell you what, these players are playing their hardest through the rain.
Yeah. And the wind has been picking up recently too, so it's getting cold.
Yeah,
It's
very
getting
cold.
really cold.
Two more, gentlemen, two more. Thanks, Bob.
And now we have Sunquit up to bat. Sunquit, the catcher for Scotland Prep, wearing number 23. Heckard's ready. Sunquit about to be ready. Let's get ready for some more Central Penn College baseball.
Yes, you did.
Ball low. Heckard. Sunquit goes down the bunt. Goes back to the pitcher, Heckard.
Yep.
And right to Jared Rivera at first. Good
Nice-
solid
nice
1-3,
play.
yeah. Now we have Nunez up to bat. He was a strikeout victim last time. He's playing shortstop today. Heckard, ball high. Strike thrown to Nunez.
One ball, 3 strikes.
right back here with you. Top 5, 4-0 Central Penn. Sitting here with Tyler Coleman subbing in here for Brian Christiana. Tyler, welcome to the inaugural broadcast for 2019.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Certainly not a day you'd associate with baseball, that's for sure.
We talk about braving the elements. This is surely
You builds character. We are out here in the net here in Palmyra. Played here last season. Nice fields out here. Certainly have to thank them for all the hard work on getting this field ready this afternoon. Glad we could be here with you, Nightly News Media Club. You're going to hear a lot of people this year. Certainly Brian and Tyler. Professor Tom Davis will also be joining us on a few occasions. Dylan Kleintop's going to be one of our student reporters. What a shot! Just down the third baseline. That could be extra bases there. Nice relay into second. Actually made that play close. Sliding here is going to be difficult, to say the least.
sliding is a challenge.
Heckard pitching well. Top 5 here. A little upstairs. Strike. Just on the inside corner there. Nice pitch by Quinton. Just inside. Hernandez was not pleased with that. Cisneros on deck, and then Yun is going to be in the hole.
The weather the way it is, this is not a day you want to get hit with a pitch.
Oh no. Just outside there for Heckard. 3-1 count. And walked him, let him get away. And now it's first and second. The designated hitter, Cisnero. First and second, top 5, 4-0 Central Penn. Big cut. Came up empty.
See a lot of the players on the field moving around to keep warm.
That's one area that we do not have the luxury of doing, I suppose. Tyler, what's your background in baseball? How did you become interested in the most wonderful game in the world?
Well, I grew up when I was younger watching a lot of the Atlanta Braves on TBS.
You know, that's how a lot of people really got into it. It's interesting call down there at third. Boy, he looked like he was gone by a mile. So you still a Braves fan?
Oh, yes.
Just had a successful series against the Cubs.
Yeah, a lot of rough pitching in that series.
Well, and I'll tell you what, the Braves got some tremendous young pitching.
I was very impressed with Max Fried's
Yeah, he's excellent.
game last night.
Gotta watch here. This is a really tough spot here for the Knights. I ironically enough, both teams named the Knights. For the Central Penn Knights, that is. Up 4, but second and third here, and Heckard he's got to try to get through Cisnaro, their number 3 hitter. Foul. Big hitter here, that's for sure. Punched him out. What a strikeout there from Heckard.
Big out.
Dominating this game here. And halfway through 5, we still got a 4-0 ball game, Tyler. I love the little scoring we can do here. Very interesting what we can do here. So we're moving to the bottom of the 5th inning. I just wanted to point out, accepted students and their families are invited to attend Closer Look Weekend on Friday, April 26th and Saturday, April 27th. During Closer Look, students will have the opportunity to take placement exams, talk to a financial aid counselor, and make lasting new friendships, and even tour super suites. Registration is required at centralpenn.edu. Register today. Bottom 5, 4-0. We do have a new pitcher on the mound. It's going to be number 16, Arwin Chi. Chi from New Mexico. Now, what do you think, Tyler? You come all this way from a warm climate, New Mexico, Florida, you know, Dominican Republic, and then you're playing baseball in this. Really quite remarkable.
Well, I think it really shows the character of the player.
Oh, there's no question. Yeah, Tyler, you're actually going to be working on a project for the baseball team here, really for the broadcast. Tyler, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing?
So, when we're attending games, we'll be keeping stats and writing stories. It's going to be new for me, this first time experience broadcasting, writing stories for a baseball game. So we're looking forward to it and hoping it should be a good semester.
Well, and there's a lot that goes into a broadcast. It's not just, hey, come out here and set up the camera and start yapping. I mean, we kind of have to at least sort of know what we're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of setting up and knowing about both teams to know what you're talking about.
Well, and especially for us who, we are only doing the home games, so we're not necessarily around the team as much as we'd like to be. We're not able to go to some of the home games because obviously we're all working or in class. Quinton Heckard, future Cy Young here. What a game he's tossing here today. Can certainly help his own cause here. And the pitch. Arwin Chi from 5'10", 200 from Shiprock, New Mexico. He's a lefty. Nice pitch there on the outside corner. Quinton Heckard, what an amazing game he's had thus far.
Pitching very well. Let's see if he can get on base here with a hit.
It's like these umps are kind of expanding that strike zone a little bit. But who can, I mean, with this type of weather, I mean, it's understandable, I suppose. And he rung him up. Heckard's offensive struggles continue, unfortunately. Bring him back up to the top of the order for Gabe Arellano. Really an important guy here, Tyler, to get going for the future of the season for Central Penn. Senior, this is his final season playing baseball here with the Knights, and we certainly are going to miss him next year, that's for sure.
Well, batting leadoff, you're always looking to set a good tone for the rest of your team, so let's hope you can get on base.
She the kick, the fire. That was a good pitch. Just fouled off for Arellano. It's 4-0 here. Central Penn leads. Another nice pitch there from Chi. Another strike. Yeah, Tyler, we're really happy to have you. It's nice to, honestly, it's nice. Tyler was a predominantly online student. It's nice to have you on campus.
Yeah, last semester was actually one of the first times I took a class on campus, and be taking another Thursday night class starting next week, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a fun one. Just got ready for my classes. Everybody out there watching today that's getting ready to start classes, best of luck in the spring term. Christian Fulp, fresh off a big shot to left last time. Made a couple of nice plays there in the field. Chi, the delivery, and is low for ball 2.
Yeah, Thursday night class would be interesting, especially getting to work on a project with baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat it. Little high there. Bottom 5 here. 4-0 Central Penn. Christian Fulp to the plate. He's it's nice to see him get that hit. He started off a little cold so far this year. We need to get him going. Fulp also a pitcher as well. Started a couple of games thus far. Really, the issue for the Knights has not been offense. It's been on the other side. It's been defense and pitching. And so to have a game like this from Heckard is really needed. Just foul there for Fulp, and I guarantee that did not feel good.
With the umpire expanding the zone a little bit, it makes you wonder if hitters will take a different approach to their at-bats.
You'd almost think they'd have to. Big pitch here. What a shot into right. He does haul it in though, and that's gonna be it. Well, after 5, it's 4-0. Okay. Tyler, I don't know if you know this, but did you know that Central Penn College, unlike some institutions, doesn't charge any type of fee for applying? It's absolutely free. Go to our website, centralpenn.edu, to apply.
I did not know that. That is very interesting.
We also just started an esports team. I know that we definitely have talked about the esports team on the Nightly News blog. I'm certainly interested to learn more about the esports team. But did you know that that we have an esports team? The team competes in the Collegiate Rainbow Six Siege League and plays against other schools such as Dickinson College, Cincinnati University, and the University of Akron. If you're interested in joining the team, attend the weekly gaming club meeting Thursdays at 4 in ATEC 306. I think that's very interesting. We got some really good press on that, actually. We were featured on ABC 27, Penn Live.
It'll definitely be something to check out.
Little groundskeeping here. I gotta say though, this field, considering the weather, it looks in okay shape.
24 for 13 and 5 for 12 on the Scotland side. Okay.
Thank you very much.
A couple of substitutions there for Scotland. All right, we are going to the top of the 6th. First pitch swinging nearly decapitated somebody. Nice pitch there from Heckard. What a curveball.
Heckard pitching a very nice game right now.
Well, he's throwing a shutout. Just foul there. Just low there. Chi, lefty. What a pitch there. Back up the box. Rosario, what a play. Does pull Rivera off the bag, but you got to give him credit there. That was a pretty incredible play for a guy who, I'm assuming first or second base is not his natural position.
Very nice play on the spin around. I thought maybe he had a chance to get the runner.
It was close and did just pull him off the bag. If he didn't pull him off the bag, I think that he would have been in, definitely had a shot there. But nonetheless, a runner on first base. A deep shot. Foul. So close. Very close there down the right field line.
That could have been some trouble if it was a
That
fair
definitely
ball.
could have been some trouble. Top 6, 4-0 Central Penn. Heckard dealing a gem. 8 Ks thus far. Very impressed with his stuff. Certainly the comeback performance that they needed from the Knights, but we gotta hang on to this.
Would be a big win if they could get it here in their home opener.
Bob, I'm down to 1 man. I got 1 baseball. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's see what Heckard's got here. What a pitch. Another nice curveball there. You know, it's interesting. It looks like Heckard's switching it up a little bit. He was really going straight fastball changeup earlier, but now he's mixing in that curve. He reaches there, but he shoots it to center. And he comes up with it in center. I'm hoping they're just doing this to keep warm. I can't imagine that they do this every single game.
They seem very heterogenic.
Brings up Cesar Lopez. Lopez from Mexico City, Mexico. Again, could this be the coldest game he's ever played? Uh-oh. He had him caught up. Did get away there from Paletti, but definitely recouped it fast enough to not let the runner advance.
One ball. One ball. What?
Very close play. High fastball from Heckard, but Paletti snap throw to first.
Looked like
Chi
he caught that
just got
runner.
back.
Caught that runner off guard.
Well, Chi has been jumping back and forth off the base paths there. Lopez steps back in. Just a little low. And a strike for Heckard.
No, it's not that bad. It's nice in here. I don't think so. Is he going back in?
Strike number 2. And he brings it from 3-0 to 3-2 here. Certainly the approach changes, Tyler, whenever you get into that 3-2 count.
Oh, yes, it does.
This is a huge pitch right here for Heckard. And the runner goes, and it's ball 4. First and second, no one out. Coach Phil Brown goes to the mound. Paletti goes out to the mound also. And we will be back in just a minute.
And then he walked.
Yeah, he walked. There was 2 strikes this time.
What's up, gents? What's up? Was that a swing? Did he swing? You can take it back if you want to get on. Keep an eye on who's coming to bat because 14 6.
good, you're good. Whenever you come back, I'll go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. What? I enjoy keeping the book. Why are you not hitting pitches?
Heckard walks to load the bases.
Eight for 23. Thank you.
All right, this actually brings up Jason Lynn, 10th grader. This kid's only 15. Just inside. For nothing but threatening here are Scotland Prep. And Heckard just seems to have lost the mark there. On fire early, top 6. It's just been high with everything lately. And there's a beautiful pitch.
Let's go, Daniel!
Another one high. It's 3-1 is the count. Strike 2. And brings it full. And this is huge again. Full count, bases loaded. 1 down, a double play here would be amazing for Heckard. And he struck him out. Fighting back from 3-0 all the way to strike him out for the 2nd out of the inning. Brings up number 3, Arturo Nunez. With the bases loaded, 2 outs. 4-0 Central Penn, top 6. Just high there. High again. Heckard living on the edge here. Another ball brings him to 3-0, just like the last batter. Huge pitch here for Heckard. Does Nunez have the green light? And he missed it, and that makes the score 4-1. Up comes number 2, Bernard Shivers. 2 down though, so if Heckard can just find a way to get Shivers out, we'll be into the bottom of the 6th. Low, but Paletti keeps it close. Big batter here for Heckard. Another ball. He's just lost the zone here in the 6th, and this is huge for Central Penn. And a chop. Big play here to first for the out. And Central Penn gets out of that one. That jam there for Heckard. It's now Central Penn 4, Scotland Prep 1.
Figure out what the defensive positions of He's not catching it.
All right. Central Penn's year-round accelerated schedule, composed of 4 11-week terms, enables full-time students to earn a bachelor's degree in 3 years. Fast-track your success with our accelerated terms. And for those of you graduating, I'm sure you already know, but Central Penn's 137th commencement will be held on Friday, May 3rd at 7 p.m. at the beautiful Forum in Harrisburg. So we are looking forward to that. Always a sad day, graduation. Because selfishly, we'd like the students to stay forever, but unfortunately, they don't want to stay forever. And that's totally understandable. But I know it's always a fun day. It's a sad day to see some of the people who you've spent a lot of time with over the years. Friends, colleagues. You know, for the faculty, the students, you know, it's very sad. I mean, it's happy on one hand. We're happy that the students finished up, but it's sad on the other because, you know, we're going to miss them. Four, 4-1, bottom 6. And Heckard has battled today. Did walk in that run, but boy, that could have been a lot worse. He went 3-0 on 2 consecutive batters there, struck one out and got the other one to ground out weakly. I was pretty impressed with the moxie that Heckard showed there. And we're going to lead off here with Connor Graham. Little groundskeeping here. Try to get this game in today.
Nice to meet you. Oh, it's all good. You're good, buddy.
I'm from Canada.
What's that? Are you?
Canadian.
I got it.
Behind the ditch.
Softball is the Blue Jackets.
All right. Cheese still on the mound.
I just don't want you to get hit, that's all.
Arwin Chi. Connor Graham will be first up.
Don't want to get burned.
So we got 18 for 3.
Okay.
And you got 8 for 23 last half inning.
Yeah, so 18.
14 for 66.
14 for 60?
66. I think it's 66.
Yeah. So you said 18 for 3?
Yep, and 14 for 66.
So,
Good?
yeah.
Okay.
Looks like 2 4s at. I don't think
2 more, gentlemen, 2 more.
And we're about to get started here. Bottom 6.
Okay, so.
And Connor Graham up to the plate. And we're going to get started here. Bottom 6, Connor Graham, Darwin Chi, a lefty. Came back, little rough start last inning, but got out of it unscathed. Graham holds off on that, and it takes it to a 1-1 count there. Chi delivers low. 2-1 count here. Connor Graham hitless on the day. And a foul brings it to 2-2 count.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count. Graham steps back in against Chi. Way outside. That makes it full. Home opener here for Central Penn. So far, so good. Quinton Heckard, 1 earned run. Graham goes to first on a walk, brings up Rosario. Rosario made some really nice plays in the field today at second base. And Chi delivers. Rosario not happy about that strike call. Just foul. Pitcher worried about Connor Graham there at first base. Graham does have some speed. Don't know if you'd be running up 3 runs right now. And they got Connor Graham picked off if they can execute, and they got him. Maybe Connor just wants to get out of here. All right, that's 1 down. Rosario. Nothing in 2 count here. protecting the plate there. Fouls off another. For those of you tuned in, be thankful you're indoors. She kicks and fires the curve, but that's high. Brings it to 2-2. One down. Connor Graham picked off first base there. 4-1 Central Penn leads Scotland Prep here.
Come on, 3 strikes.
Way outside for Chi. And that brings it full. Way outside, Chi loses Rosario. And that brings Jared Rivera to the plate. Rivera, a couple of home runs on the year, 4 RBI, hitting 278, but does have over a 1,000 OPS, which is pretty incredible. Chi stands 5'10". Another strike. Rivera took 2 quick strikes there to bring the count to 0-2. Straight back.
What?
Way too high. That's 1-2. Another ball brings it to 2-2. Nightly News Media Club brings you the home opener for the Central Penn Knights. It's 4-1 against Scotland Prep.
Two balls, 2 strikes. What?
And Rivera 2-2 count. And he squared that one up, and that's way back off the wall. He's gonna lumber him for second, and it's second and third, 1 out. And that brings up Chris Kiefer. And Kiefer stands in, 1 down for second and third.
I think there might be a puddle out there or something. Or like too like soft. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
Small groundskeeping issue. We'll be back with you here in just a minute.
That's what it is.
And it's a good hit. Do you see Brian Jared's hit? Smacked it deep on the fence. Off the fence. Like right center.
Yeah, let's go. Hey everybody, Professor Miller told us to get back out here, so it's Brian here, the president, the Nightly News Media Club, with Dylan Kleintop, the vice president, and Mr. Day, the secretary. So it's like an officers get together.
It's a brisk 43 degrees out here in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. What are we doing? Called the game.
And the game
has been called.
it's officially been called. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get to go inside soon.
We get to go home. CBC has won.
Yes, they have.
Central Penn Knights have won. Second Miller.
So now we're gonna round them up. They're gonna shake hands, call it a day. The score ended up being Central Penn College 4 and Scotland Prep 1. It was truly a great day for Central Penn, and it's a great day to be a Knight.
Jared, but it's not.
All right, well, I guess we'll take it any way we can get it, Brian.
I'll say, yeah, we just rounded up, told everyone 4-1 it ended up being. The umpires and coaches got together and they agreed it's just time to get inside and get warm.
Well, here's the thing, Brian. It was an interesting first day, but I don't think there's any question who the Nightly News player of the game is today. There's no doubt it's future Cy Young Award winner Quinton Heckard.
Yes.
8 Ks, only 1 earned run, couple of walks. Kind of seemed like he lost control there in the 6th, but battled back from 2 3-0 counts.
Yeah.
Really quite impressive.
It's not his first time being the Nightly News player of the game either.
In fact, wasn't he from the very first one?
Yep, he was.
So it's 2 consecutive seasons here. Quinton Heckard, Nightly News player of the game. We're going to get out of here and try to go get warm, so we'll have to get Q on the pregame interview Tuesday.
Yes.
But for Brian Christiana, for Tyler Coleman, Dylan Kleintop also on the crew, and player of the game, Quinton Heckard. Smile, wave for the camera over here. Thank you. Quinton, what were you doing? You were blowing smoke today, buddy. What's going on? 8 strikeouts.
That was good. 8? I was just about to ask that. 9.
9 Ks. Come over here, Quinton. Let's have a word with you real quick before we get out of here. Quinton, have you ever pitched in a game this cold before?
I'm not sure that I have.
How was it to grip the ball? Seriously, like tell the
Towards end,
viewers.
my hands like couldn't close, so I just had to, fire through it, just try to warm them up as best as I could.
Well, you were the player of the game. We're going to let you go get warm. We'll catch up with you Tuesday before the game. We got a date for you. All right, we'll see y'all later. Thank you guys so much for supporting Central Penn Knights baseball. For Brian Christiana, Dylan Kleintop, Tyler Coleman, and for all the other fine people for the Nightly News, this is Professor Miller. 4-1 from In the Net. We are victorious in our home opener. We'll catch you again. If you turn back Tuesday, we'll have a doubleheader for you starting at 2 o'clock. Hopefully, nicer conditions. We'll catch up with you next time, guys.